Perfection, the condition, state, or quality of being free or as free as possible from all flaws or defects. This definition is what I use to describe very few things, as it can be said easily without care, but it cannot be used in any better way than talking about a Bite at Freddy's made by Garrett McKay. This game has a mixture of fantastic gameplay, easy to track lore, and amazing visuals that blend perfectly into what I would classify as the greatest FNAF game to be available freely at the moment. But before we get into this video, there's actually going to be a link in the description that will take you to the Game Jolt page where you can download this game for free, play it for yourself, and give your own opinions in the comments section. Alright, let's get right into this game. Now, believe it or not, we are thrown into none other than Freddy's point of view, listening to two people talk about the animatronics, and turning to the left and right, we can actually see Chica and Bonnie both dressed to the nines with amazing outfits, with Bonnie looking dapper as fuck, and Chica going Clint Eastwood on us looking like a cowboy. This is immediately a point I want to bring up of how smooth the turning is, how amazing the background looks, how amazing the lore is in this small part, how great the characters look and their immediate designs that you see. Damn, around the eye. Oh, those are the little ones from FNAF 4. The Freddy type ones. The Freddy ones. They should be ready to go now. Yeah, mister, and they haven't moved this good since yesteryear. Like that whole thing with Chica shooting an iron. What the world? I ain't understand the look of it, but it sure is something. Thank you kindly. It's been a pleasure. He got belt. Say how? Oh. Well then. Everything about this game is perfect, with how you slowly get brought into this fresh new environment with this calming feeling that slowly becomes more frantic the longer you play. Throughout each course, you slowly get more and more stressed. As for most games, slowly either go too cartoony or go too dark, with examples being Dormitibus or Five Nights at Freddy's, both of which go either too cartoony to the point that it's not scary, or goes way too dark to the point that you don't want to play. Both of which have a hard time either being mixed or being balanced, both of which I'm going to cover at some point. So, let's get right to the very first course. You might be wondering why exactly I say course there, when in normal FNAF reviews there's something called a night. Night 1, Night 2, all the way up to 5. Well, instead of this game making you return multiple times, where it makes no sense that you're returning to a place of business where you're constantly under attack, this course takes all one shift. Technically, you're working throughout the day with your manager, who you will actually be able to see on cam 5, who's preparing the food which will be going down a conveyor belt to cam 6 and 7, which are the two party rooms, and then the final stop is going to be actually at your office. Now, this actually plays into a very big part of the game that I will get to. So, in this game, there are 3 regular courses. Then you have a final course, which is basically your big boss battle, which I'm really enjoying that FNAF games are slowly getting more used to. In case you're wondering how exactly can you tell when a course or meal is being prepared, or when it's on the conveyor belt, or even when it's delivered, if you go out of your cameras, look to the side of your conveyor, you'll actually be able to see what step of the process we are currently in. With this, you're able to also tell when you have to go to one of these party rooms and actually confirm the order. This is very important, as when a meal is currently waiting to be confirmed, no other meals can be made in this process. So you have to go confirm the order before the next one can be done. On top of this, if you end up closing one of the doors, this will actually prevent any of the food from going through the conveyor belt, including if you use the lever to the left, which will stop the conveyor completely. Alright, with all the main context of this game out the way, let's just try to get into some of the characters that will be coming after you while you're playing this game. In the very first course, we get 2 characters right off the rip. Chica and Bonnie, the main 2. They're honestly probably in their best in this game. They look amazing compared to other games. Now, another fun little feature of these 2 people is the single fact that they both have 2 ways of coming at you. I wish I was lying. Both of them have their own unique style. while also having a shared tactic that doesn't feel overused and doesn't feel boring at all to deal with, while also making sure that you don't want to take a shotgun and suck start like you're Kurt Cobain trying to paint a new thing on your ceiling. Now, let's start with Chica first, simply due to the fact that she's easier to deal with and is not going to give you as much of a headache as Bonnie will. I wish I was lying. They did kind of give me a headache. So, Chica, what does she do? Well, she simply goes into one of two places. She will either go to Party Room B and attempt to get on the conveyor belt to then ride it all the way to come eat your face like a pizza, or she will go into the janitor hall, and then she will slowly come to your office, go right beneath your desk, and try to pop out. And it's at this point that I have to mention that we have a gun. I wish I was lying, we actually do. It's more like a pop can type gun. It's nothing much. It's not an actual firearm. Trust me, if so, we wouldn't have to worry about these animatronics at all. Instead, you get to duel Chica. It's one of the coolest things about this game, but also probably the most glitchiest when I was playing. You have to hit square between her eyes when you aim, and if you don't, she's unfortunately going to get you. What? Okay. So, you pick up this little plastic gun and you hit her right between the eyes. Way to go, you just successfully got rid of her. I wish I was lying when I said that she is the easiest to deal with. All you gotta do is make sure that in the about 10 seconds that she gives you, that you hit right between the eyes. So, that is Chica done. What about Bonnie? Bonnie honestly has a little bit more of a forgetful way of attacking. I wish I was lying, but I always forget that he goes to the top camera. He goes right next to our manager, legit right next to another human, and instead of eating our manager, instead goes into the conveyor belt, rides it all the way down to us. So, once he gets onto the conveyor belt, what exactly can be done? Well, simple, you can stop it, and you're good. Or, you can close that door, and he'll legit just back away instantly. It probably takes about 1-2 seconds, and then they're immediately gone. As you can tell, the conveyor belt, they're going to be attacking a lot more often, but it's way easier to get rid of them there. As for when Bonnie comes down to our office, it's very simple to get rid of him. All you gotta do is turn off the lights. After you turn off the lights, your power is going to start jumping up, which it doesn't make any sense that it does. You're turning off electricity, yet it's making it overload. It doesn't make sense. But do not fret. As soon as you get rid of Bonnie, which should take about 5 seconds, you'll be a-okay to turn it back on. And honestly, all you gotta do is continue your little rhythm and you'll make it through course 1. Absolutely no problem. Yay! We did it! I completely lost for Chica. Oh, Jesus.
What?
Wonder World did that old bulb blow up?
Well,
Yeah. There should be a box with a spare bulb in the office somewhere. If you could swap that out for me real quick. Yeah.
nice.
Thanks. It's about time that bulb got replaced. Say it ain't getting a little stuffy around here to you.
Well,
We got a nice vent fan to really help freshen up this air. It's right above your office. Ain't that nice?
yes.
It's connected to the camera system. Feel free to give it a try. It gets awful dusty up in those vents.
Alright.
Now let's get some more orders going. Alrighty, let's get right into course number 2. Believe it or not, this is probably the more easy and honestly one of the more fun courses to do. So what exactly gets added on this course? Well, it is none other than the main man himself, Freddy. That's right. We immediately get put in with the main protagonist of this entire franchise. Now with the main man, you might be wondering, what exactly is it that he does to try and come and get us? Well, it's very simple. He has 2 ways of coming at you. Well, the first one is he's going to go straight to camera 6, which is Party Room A. When he's there, he's going to do one of 2 things. He's going to either try to get onto a conveyor belt, which is very simple, and honestly, we've been dealing it with Chica and Bonnie already. You won't have any issues there. The next thing that he's going to try to do is he's actually going to try going to Cam 10, which if you see is really close to us, so you might be wondering what exactly is Cam 10. This is none other than a vent system, which is actually talked about, and the entire reason I left in the whole thing about the fan. So, What exactly gets done here? Well, simple. On camera 6, you're going to see him trying to climb into a vent that's right next to Foxy on the wall. When he goes in there, you're going to hear an audible sound cue. If you go to camera 10, he's going to be in one of 3 different phases. The first one, he's very far away. Second one, he's a little bit middle way. The third one, he is legit right above you looking down. So, how do we stop this? Well, very simple. We turn on a fan by clicking Enable Fan. So, what does this do? Oh, not much, just begins a jigsaw trap that will cut off the head of Freddy if he's too close. No, I'm not lying. Here's it in its full entirety.
Oh! Oh my god! Freddy lost his head. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Okay.
So, as you can see, this is a pretty weird looking Easter egg. Now, would I suggest you doing this? Absolutely not, because believe it or not, after you do this, Freddy becomes so angry, you will not be able to stop him. And I am not lying. Freddy's AI value, I believe, goes higher than 20 at this point, as this is the most aggressive I have ever seen an animatronic. This is more aggressive than a all 20 mode, and I wish I was lying, I am not. What makes it worse is that whenever he is up to this high of a point, you will not be able to do anything to really stop him. And if you actually look outside your camera after doing this, you'll see the little actual head of Freddy, which is a very nice touch. So to Garrett McKay, thank you. I very much enjoyed this. So, what else happened on this night? Because I just in them couple of seconds explained everything there is with this brand new person. Freddy doesn't come straight to the office. He does not try bone rushing you, you don't have to turn off the lights. All you have to do is send your cameras and immediately deal with it. And it's mostly just keeping track of it. Speaking of Bonnie and Chica, they just get a simple slight boost in their aggravation levels towards us. Nothing much, nothing to really worry about. So once again, this night's still just easing you through, which is honestly amazing. So what exactly could Course 3 be cooking up for us? Well, how about we just do a little bit of funny stuff for Course 2, and then we'll get to it.
I do wish I could go in and grab this. Yep, I immediately knew you were coming here. And Freddy is about to wake up, and he's going right there. And it's going to be before you fully move. Oh. Got it. So when they say fan, what they really mean is the simple fact that they have a murder machine up above me. Freddy, please do me a favor and not wake up. Never mind, as soon as I said it, you're already awake. Fuckhead's already up. And we're all having a nice little cha-cha line all the way to my cameras. All the way to my front door. Because of course we are. The second Bonnie moves, I will know. Once he gets a little bit closer, I'll put it. Okay, I guess he decided to go have a power meeting with everybody. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3. Freddy, you know you don't want that food. You're fat enough. Where's Bonnie? There he is, you fucking bastard. Please leave. It's very hard to tell when Freddy's going in there or when he's going inside the actual vent. Chico, you about to come in? I'm always expecting her to just show up. Come here. Woo! I won the gun duel and I got my food. Second order?
Well,
Think I heard some of them rusty screws pop out on the conveyor.
careful.
My hat's too big to fit inside there, so if you could head in and swap them out for me, that'd be mighty nice. I'll shut down the conveyor from my side. Oh, fuck. I don't understand exactly how that would work, but I'm not gonna question it. What? I better not have to. Okay, thank the Lord. Is there sun over there? Bonnie, do me a favor and go fuck yourself. It's like after every single bolt. That's how. Little bastard decided to go all the way to the other end. Yeah. Go fuck yourself. That's not that hard. I should not have. Okay.
Well,
Okay, this is it. Last run through the orders.
yep.
If the cameras start having trouble, give them a refresh through the backstage camera. If a robot messes with them old wires in the back, a refresh could shock them away.
Well,
Then if the cameras got completely frozen up, you can switch to backup. This puts it on that regular office power, so best keep them refreshed.
alright.
Ah. Get ready. Last round of orders are coming.
Alrighty, and with all of this being said, let's get right on into None Other Than Course 3. This is honestly the very last night of the 3 courses. Believe it or not, after this, you could possibly end the game. And we actually get introduced to only one new threat. So once again, this game does not do too much to immediately make you want to rage quit or, suck start sign. So, who exactly gets introduced this night? Well, it's none other than possibly my favorite animatronic in any version of these games. It's Foxy. However, in this game, he's got only 2 real ways of doing anything to you. And as soon as he completes one of his ways, the other one's the only thing they can do. And honestly, it makes it very fun. So, what exactly does Foxy do? Well, he goes all the way into our side room. Now, what's in this side room? Well, there's actually some dangling wires. And Foxy in this game, instead of running right at you, is instead more like a toddler who decides to grab a metal fork and put it inside the electrical socket. Except in this case, he takes the wires and proceeds to just chomp right through them, electrocuting himself. I wish I was lying, that is exactly what he does. But, what exactly does this do? Well, if you let him go, nom on the very spicy noodles, in this case, he will make it to where anytime you have your cameras open, it will slowly begin to make the overload happen, making sure that Just opening your cameras could possibly make it a life or death situation and make it where you can't turn off your lights, you can't close doors, or you can't use your fan. It is honestly very awful. And you want to make sure that you do everything you can to stop this from happening. Speaking of which, how would you stop this from happening? It is very simple. You wait until he's about to nom so hard on these spicy noodles, and then you hit refresh cameras. As soon as you hit refresh cameras, we'll send him back to either A, his laboratory, B, right outside the door, or C, into a hunting mode. In this hunting mode, he will stare at the cameras. He will then make his way to the kitchen, to which he will begin to immediately get on that conveyor belt. As soon as he's on the conveyor belt, he is riding it all the way down faster than any other animatronic. And he is going to come and find you and make a sandwich out of your butt. I am not lying. He killed me more times than Bonnie did in the entire game. Killed me more times than Freddy and also Chica.
I stopped it. As soon as I undid it, I knew.
So, what exactly happens with the other people I just mentioned in that little rant? Well, really nothing. Fredbear doesn't get any new ways of attacking. Bonnie and Chica just get their UIs upped a little bit to where they're more aggressive. And honestly, you slowly, after maybe one or two fails of learning Foxy's mechanics, you'll slowly get into this dance, making it easier and also just gathering the ideas of what it is that you're going to be doing for the rest of this time. So, with all this being said, let's just see a couple clips, and maybe you'll get an idea. Obviously, I am leaving a lot out, if you cannot tell this far into the video. Obviously, if you go into the description down below, you'll be able to see this game. It's actually free to download off of the Game Jolt page, which is exactly where I'm linking y'all to. I want you to play it yourselves, because obviously there's going to be a lot that I'm not going to cover. For example, the custom nights. But we'll get there in just a second.
My boy's trying to eat him. I'd expect it from Freddy's fat tail. Okay. Foxy, what in the world? Why does I just do it now? Anything? No. Okay. So I gotta wait till, like, you're closer, it seems. Freddy, you win the thing. Foxy, what are you planning? You're looking at those wires with romantic intent. What the fuck? Oh, he's not happy about that. Okay, I get it. I got it. I so got it. Ah, damn. Candy. Ooh, candy. Ooh, sorry, I'm not looking at chat. This is the farthest I've gotten, and we're on the final course. This game only has 3 courses, and all 3 have to be delivered in order to win. So, Ooh! Get out here. Get out. Oh, Bonnie. No. Did I? Ooh. I can't see not. I helped 3 YouTubers. Oh, wait, where did Chica go? Chica. No, not yet. Please. Okay, Foxy is just now entering there. We're good. Ooh! I messed up. Hey, Freddy.
Okay.
Oh, give me a second. Oh. Yes. Okay, that's all we need to do. Thanks for the help.
Alright.
Head over to the dining area and I'll get you on your way out. That right there. I cut off Freddy's head. Which is insane. Thank you, Reaper. Thank you, A-Man. We got ribs! Look at that. That looks delicious right now. Thanks for the help, the manager. Yes, that's who it was. It's the manager who you can see in the kitchen area who's making all the food. Is that Freddy?
Alrighty, and just like that, we've completed all 3 courses. So, what exactly could possibly be done at this point? Well, believe it or not, after you do the 3 main courses, you actually get a final course unlocked. You also get to see a bunch of the extras, This is how characters were made, this is how the original design of the office was. And I've always loved this, because you get to see Garrett McKay's versions and just how much it changes in between. Between the demos and the idea concept, what we get. In fact, there's a early design of the office that I prefer to what we actually got, due to the simple fact that Bonnie can kind of hide in certain places whenever he comes to the office, but it does not take away anything from this game. Again, I still stand by the point of this game being perfection. So, what exactly happens in the final course? This is supposed to be a big boss battle. What could possibly be happening here? Well, I'm going to let me in the moment off of one of the live streams. Yes, everything you've seen footage wise has come off of a live stream, so do not fret if you want to watch them. They're both in the live playlist right over here on my YouTube. Now, I will say it's like 3 hours total long, so if you want to sit through that, go right ahead, you'll see every fail I did. However, let me explain back then what exactly happens on this night.
Let's see if I can do this.
Hey.
You're awfully committed, ain't you? Or are you just looking for another bite? I'm going to try whipping up something real nice to top it all off.
Howdy.
I tell you, back in the day, this place was jumping. We had families in and out all day. News shows, events, and the whole works.
Well.
It all happened after the bite happened. Some kid went up and bit a huge chunk right out of Fredbear's face. Tore it right off.
Awful.
Now he just sits there all alone on his little stage inside the wall, slowly wearing away. The crew thinks he ought to be called Threadbare, a bit crooked. Bit crooked, ain't it? So wait, Fredbear in this one, or called Threadbare, is the one that got bit. Instead of the kid getting bit, just a random kid decided to just bite one of the animatronics. I can see it happen.
Oh.
Oh, one more thing. Sometimes the conveyor gets jammed around the party rooms. If that happens, just stop the conveyor for a little bit and it'll restart itself.
Yep.
Also remember to refresh those cameras when they're acting up. Can't be too sure of them, could lose your connection. Anywho, pardon my wobbling jaw, let's get her going. Oh no.
Alrighty, you just heard right there and then that we only get one new threat added onto this course. It is none other than Threadbare. Actually, this is basically this game's Golden Freddy. However, Threadbare here actually has a very cool design to him. Instead of the normal whole golden outlook or just rotting away, no. In this case, a preschool kid decided to just take an absolute bite and maul an animatronic, taking half of the face with him. Honestly, Threadbare in this case looks probably the best out of all the animatronics, which, if y'all have noticed, are very detailed. Threadbare in this case was actually the one to make me immediately cuss out loud due to the simple fact of how he looked. In camera 10, when you can see all of him, just as close as he can get to that camera, you get to see every small little detail on him. And it is honestly amazing. So you might be wondering, where's he located? He starts at none other than camera 2, and he actually has 2 ways of coming after you. He will go to either camera 4 or camera 6 to then do what Freddy does best, which is actually going to the vents. When he goes into the vents, he's going to be done. He's going to do the exact same thing as Freddy. I mean, all you have to do is turn on the fan and it will send him right on back. Now, a fun little thing is that when Threadbare is in the vents, Freddy cannot join the vents. They basically have to wait on each other. That way we don't get double crowd. I love this feature because it makes it easier to know where everybody else is. His second way of attacking is actually based on none other than Foxy. He's going to go join Foxy in camera 9. When he's in camera 9, he has a chance of doing a purple, almost aura over the cameras, making sure that they freeze. All you have to do is refresh the cameras and it'll set everything back to normal. However, I will say this. When Foxy and Threadbare decide to get on the same page, you will have a little bit of a struggle, but it won't be as bad as normal. In fact, this course, in my opinion, is actually easier than the course before, as Threadbare basically puts a limit almost on Freddy and also Foxy. So, with all this being said, let's just go ahead and get through this night, as there's none really else added to this night except for the jamming of the conveyor belt, which is simply just go ahead, stop your conveyor belt, it'll fix itself, as discussed in the little intro that it gives us every night. So, let's go right on through this night.
When was there an endoskeleton? Why did Threadbare disappear? Threadbare disappeared. What? Okay. Somebody play some Tire Creator right now, come on. Come here. Pop. Fuck off. Oh, sweet merciful God. Down. No! Yes! Oh my God! Animatronic missing. Mystery at Freddy Fazbear's Grill. Recently, the robot animatronic performers at the local Freddy Fazbear's Grill has gone missing. The grill's been undergoing renovations following a large source of funding from an entrepreneur. The grill's manager stated, "Well, it sure is sad since we got them fixed up. They've been acting all screwy for years. Honestly, I'm not all too shaken up by this myself. The robots are great and all, but food is generally the heart of it."
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We just beat basically the core game. But do not fret, there's actually more to talk about. However, I'm going to leave a couple of things out simply because I want you to play this game and experience it for yourself. So, what exactly is there left to do? Well, there's actually something called Custom Nights. In fact, everybody should know that this was going to be in a FNAF game. It's been in quite literally every single FNAF game in the actual storyline, and also every fan-made game since. So, what exactly would be the reason for playing these custom nights, besides, the all 20 mode? Well, this game does something that FNAF 2 did, which was pre-done presets for custom nights that give you a specific type of challenge while also adding on something like, you're not able to close doors, not able to stop your conveyor belt, your cameras will freeze more often. Oh, the manager decides to blindfold himself and you have to do a hide and seek game mode with all the foods to continue, and you actually have to do 6. These are actually called challenges instead of just custom night. And whenever you complete any of these challenges, you actually get a reward. So there you go. That's basically the gist of it. I would show a lot of footage of it. However, all the footage of me playing the challenges actually didn't go live and it didn't get recorded at all. And I'm not, unfortunately, the type of person that goes steal another person's content. So if y'all would actually like me to make a full video of just the challenges, let me know. Also, let me know how y'all feel about this type of style. You know, I'm just currently exploring different ways. However, I'm going to just let a couple of the fun stuff that I did just play here at the end, and you can actually watch a lot of the extra stuff that was put into this game and some of the cool posters, the different types of rooms, and some of the development that Garrett McKay did. Once again, this game, if I had to recommend, I could not recommend it enough. It is almost a 10 out of 10. However, out of all the games that I've done this type of style video on, I'm going to rank this one at number 1, beating none other than Outlaw's Shift at Midnight, Scary Sushi, and Queso's Late Shift. So, let me know down in the comments what you think about this style of video. Let me know if you like the whole making scripts and recording this off of a webcam mic, and let me know if y'all prefer this editing style or just watching straight gameplay. Also, let me know what type of games y'all would like to see next. I actually very much enjoyed playing the games live and then making this style content. So hearing feedback from everybody else is honestly amazing. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.
That right there is the best part of the design. How you get to see how they rip themselves out of where they're stationed at. And also the little flower. And then they change it to red. Oh, Bonnie would have looked nice in this. That one, not so much. If they made like a second version of this game and decided to do more withered version, I think adding a little bit more of this would kind of fit. That, though, you might get in trouble. Yeah, like, something like this would be amazing looking. Chica, the one that gave me the most hardship. Oh wow, and they got really detailed with Foxy. Like you can see like the thread on all the clothes. And you get to see like the bit of wear and tear. Wow. Yeah, so Threadbare, as soon as I seen him, the creepiest one. A kid supposedly tore a chunk out of him. This is more than a chunk. Like, this kid had to be, like, Hulk size or something. You can actually, like, see inside right there. That looks like something human. Okay, so this is what the early office would have possibly looked at, with the door being there and 2 of these with your little table. This would have looked clean, genuinely. And then the dual mechanic. Yeah, this is kind of more what it got turned into, was this game blocked out. Which means Bonnie could hide right there. And with Bonnie hiding right there, made it so hard to see him sometimes. Basket Hunt, Haunted Roulette, Cold Kitchen, Out of Service, Lunch Rush, Full Course. See, I don't even get time to like itch my eyebrow. It's like they move. Somebody accidentally put the original Coca-Cola in these guys' drink. It's just... Come on. Gotcha. Disappear, please, please, please. I'm sorry, what was that? You like high-stress games? Here, play this one. It's not really high stress, I just have bad nerve control. And whenever I play a horror game, I put myself in the position of the actual people. Yeah! I knew it! Oh, think. Hey, we got finger puppets! Let's tell a story. Oh. Look! We got it! Okay, so we beat this one. Oh. Alright, we're playing basket hunt. Basket hunt. Find misplaced food baskets around a building. Let's go. Let's see what we do. Sharp eyes required.
Alright.
We're going to have a little challenge today. Let's see if we can get through double the orders in less time. In fact, I put a cover over my head to really show this off. This will be a piece of pecan pie. We have to do 6 orders? And he's blindfolded. Wait. I don't see it. Does anybody see it? There. I found it. Go ahead, Fox. Oh! Oh my God! Freddy lost his head.